I'm George Curtis. Welcome to It's Your Law. Each week it's my privilege to bring you guests that teach all of us about our law is working, isn't working, should work, what we can do about it. Sometimes we have lawmakers, lawbreakers, defense lawyers, prosecutors, judges, scholars. I like the scholars sometimes because we can all learn something from them. We have an interesting guest today because of a little bit of a crisis that's going on in the making or changing of our laws in the state of Wisconsin. He's the president of the Association for Justice, formerly known as the Wisconsin Association of Trial Lawyers here in Oshkosh. It's an organization that has, for a long time, been the leader in protecting people who have claims against primarily insurance companies, but this is quite a job. I had the job once and it just about broke me, and I hope he does a little better and comes out with a law practice. But you're going to have a chance to find out a little bit about him. His name is Mike End. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, George.
How long have you been practicing law?
37 years.
And I've known of your work heavily and impressively, especially in the medical malpractice area, but you have been a trial lawyer representing individuals, not insurance companies, for all of those years, haven't you?
That's right.
And you were recognized by the association back a few years ago as Trial Lawyer of the Year. That only happens to one person in the entire state, and I congratulate you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that was back in 2000.
But now you have been elected president of the Association for Justice, and you're already on the job almost a month, and it's quite a job, isn't it?
It's turned out to be a very time-consuming, very busy job. Much more than I had originally expected, but you're right, there's a lot going on these days.
Well, you've got a good firm and you've got some good people back there to keep the ship afloat while you're giving your year to a justice and the little people. I'd like you to tell our viewers a little bit about the Association for Justice. Who are we fighting for and how do we do it?
Well, the Wisconsin Association for Justice is a group of over 800 trial lawyers in the state of Wisconsin, and we represent the people who are injured and who need to recover compensation for their injuries. So those are our clients, and we encompass all of the different aspects of that: medical malpractice, personal injury cases, that type of thing.
Nursing home injuries,
Yes.
Car crashes, people who are injured by drunks and careless drivers. We represent people, not corporations and insurance companies. Isn't that fair?
Exactly. You've stated it very well, George.
All right. And they don't have much of a lobby, do they?
The only way that the man on the street achieves anything in Wisconsin is through us.
Through going to court. And that brings us to the contingent fee, because these people, unlike a corporation, can't write a big check or a retainer to a lawyer. If they're going to get a lawyer to represent them, it's going to be on a contingent fee, because if there's no recovery, they're not going to have any money to pay the lawyer.
That's absolutely true. The contingent fee is the poor man's key to the courthouse, as they say.
Well, the tort system, that is the system of obtaining justice of people who are victims of bad products, bad medicine, bad driving, that sort of thing. They were a part of the political discussion at the recent elections, a big part of the political discussion. And the fellow who won the job of being governor said he was going to bring us 250,000 jobs to the state of Wisconsin, which had some appeal. He won. But now he's got some legislation in Madison before our state legislature already that doesn't have much to do with jobs. It has to do with taking away the people's rights. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, that's exactly correct. Scott Walker was sworn in as governor on Monday. On Tuesday morning, he had a special session of the legislature and had introduced a bill that will greatly hamper and hinder the people of Wisconsin as far as their achieving justice for injuries that they suffer.
Well, of course, he was heavily supported by business, by industry, by insurance, by medicine, by manufacturing, by nursing homes. and the list goes on. Does any of this legislature impact protecting those moneyed institutions that helped elect him?
This bill is really the corporate payback bill, because his goal of achieving 250,000 new jobs in Wisconsin will not be touched by this bill. This bill will not bring any jobs to Wisconsin. It's solely to help those corporate entities who helped him become the governor.
Well, let's get specific. In terms of nursing homes, what does the bill provide?
This nursing home patients and residents are really the people most affected by this law that Governor Walker is proposing, because he is putting a limit on the amount of money that nursing home residents are able to recover when they're injured at the nursing home. And probably more importantly, this law has a definition of punitive damages that will make it virtually impossible for anybody to recover punitive damages when they're injured in the nursing home setting. So that our parents who are in the nursing homes now, and we've all heard stories about the poor care that is provided to people in nursing homes. Today, those people, if the care is bad enough, may recover punitive damages for the bad care that they get. Under this law, it'll never happen. That's right out the window. So there's a significant issue in this bill related to residents of nursing homes.
And these are our most vulnerable citizens. These are the people who very often can't protect themselves, can't document what's being done to them, often don't even understand what's being done to them. We find out with a great loss of weight or bed sores or falls that aren't reported, fractures and things like that. We find out much too late to save some of these people's lives, and often it's very harsh treatment. And one of the things that protects us under the current law is that if the behavior of the nursing home is so reckless, so dangerous, so calloused, there can be an award of smart money or punitive damages, and that's being taken away.
It is. And the purpose of punitive damages, as you well know, is to deter wrongdoing, so that the people who run and work at nursing homes now know that, boy, if we do things really bad, there's that potential that we're going to get hit with punitive damages. This bill is essentially taking that right out of the picture.
Well, Mike, and we're going to have to take our first break. This time goes in a hurry. But I understand one of the other items in the proposed law is to take away the main opportunity to get evidence of misfeasance in a nursing home. So I want you to hold that thought. It's going to be my first question when we come back.
Okay.
We'll be right back.